my channel. If you are new here, my name is Laurel. I am a waif, mama, spoonie, and writer. I talk about all those things in varying degrees on this channel, but mostly have been focusing on writing for the last couple of years. I am here with an update, and it's been a long time coming, and I know that a lot of my videos recently have just been mishmashes of updates, and I apologize for that, but things should be moving in a better direction soon. Number one, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. I have compressed nerves in both my hands / wrists / forearms. So it's not carpal tunnel. It doesn't fit the right criteria for carpal tunnel, but I am on a waiting list for an appointment to get a nerve test. EMJ, I don't know, something like EMG maybe, I don't know, something like that, at the hospital. So that'll probably take a couple months, but for right now I am supposed to wear both my braces 100% of the time if I can, while I'm sleeping and everything. So that's one thing that's new. Fun times over here. I do mostly want to talk about writing in this video. I've already filmed it once and I had something in my teeth. And I know some people will just roll with it and just, you know, that's real life. Sometimes there's stuff in your teeth. But for me, it's that's a no. So I'm refilming. I'm hoping to make this a little more concise, a little more quick than the first version was, and also touch on some things that I completely forgot about that are super important. So the first thing, let's just get it out of the way. We got our septic system done. I think I talked about that in one of the last videos about how we had to have this mound system and it was gonna wreck my yard and all the things. It's done. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it. It was our only option. And the backyard is a mud pit. So we're trying to get grass to grow now, which is super fun. And the kids have been spending a lot of time in the front yard, which thankfully is also a decent size, but I don't love having them out front. I mean, I feel like they're just safer in the back. But that's what's happening right now. So the yard's a mess, but we did put up a above ground pool yesterday. I figured if the yard was gonna be a mess, it might as well be fun. So we got an above ground pool. It's like 16 feet by 8 feet. So it's a decent size, big enough that all 5 of us can fit in there and hang out. So hopefully that'll be fun this summer. And in regards to videos, I think this is going up on Thursday. And I think that's gonna be my new upload date. I've been struggling, as you can probably tell, to get videos up on Tuesdays. So I think switching it to Thursday is gonna help me out. And I think that's what I'm gonna do moving forward. Yeah, so, okay, let's get to the important stuff. First of all, I wanna talk about my querying. So I have ridiculous angles in this office. This is a fun one. We've never done this before. So, querying. My stats are not good. I'm not worried yet, but that point is definitely coming soon. Let me pull up my stats. I should have done that ahead of time. Okay, I have sent 30 queries since I started on April 6th, and I have received 12 responses that are all rejections. And the last rejection I got was heartbreaking because it was an agent I was really excited about. And they ended up replying and saying, they responded in only 2 hours, first of all. So the first thing that happens in your head when you get a response 2 hours after sending it is, oh my God, what if they loved the pitch and they want the full? Like, why else would they respond so quickly? Of course, the other option is they hate it, or like they don't want to read it and they just reject you immediately, right? So for a couple seconds there, I had my hopes up and they were very quickly dashed. The response was really nice. It was the most personalized response I've received. They said really nice things about my query and my themes and my plot points. but ultimately they had to reject it because of one of my content warnings. And that was something I did after my first round of queries. I added content warnings to the bottom of my query letter because I noticed there were some agents that were listing specific things in their manuscript wish list that they can't read. And I actually was kind of annoyed with myself that I hadn't thought of that ahead of time to put the content warning in the query letter. So I have that now, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that this agent saw it, and I'm glad that they said no. I obviously don't want anyone to trigger themselves or like have a bad time reading my story. That's obviously not what I want. But it was really hard to read that they thought everything was great except they can't read it because of this content warning. So that was a huge bummer. That really sent me in a bit of a spiral for a few hours there. Yeah, but they've all been rejections. They've all been pretty much form except for that one. And I haven't even heard from most of my first round. And I guess that's because with my first round of queries, I mostly sent to like bigger agents. And since then I've been sending to smaller ones. But yeah, like I'm still missing so many responses. I know everything is super slow right now. Yeah, I'm coming up on 60 days here, and a lot of them say 12 weeks, which is 90 days. So I'm not quite in the zone for nudges or anything like that, but I really would like to get a request of some sort. Like, can I just have a request? These rejections they're starting to get to my soul. So that's the query update. Now, in terms of writing, I need to get my shit together. I need to get my butt moving. I need to start writing again. I know that's the best way to get through the query trenches, is to keep writing. So I had originally, about a week ago, planned out the entire next 4.5 months. So all the way through to the end of September. I was gonna do this from this day to this day, and this from this day to this day, and I had it all planned out to the day. And now I'm thinking I might deviate from that plan already. I had originally said that I was going to work on my nonfiction proposal. I have a book in mind that I would like to write, and if you don't know, with nonfiction, you don't have to write the book first. You have to write a proposal, all about you, about the book, why you're the right person to write the book, any experience that's relevant that you may have, and then some sample chapters. So you don't have to write the whole book. Great. I can bang out some sample chapters in a couple days, no problem. So the book is, I don't know if you know this or not, if you follow me on social media, I do identify as a witch. My family is pagan. I do have a separate Instagram for that content because a lot of people in my personal life don't care to see it. And I also thought it might be smart to separate it out from my main profile just for publishing purposes. There may be people who are biased about that kind of stuff. So it does say right in my bio on my main Instagram that I'm a witch and a pagan, but I keep all of that actual witchy pagan content on a separate channel. It's Laurel Amethyst, if you're interested. Anyway, so I have a witchy book I want to write, and I need to write a proposal for that. But I've been trying to think of what my next work in progress is going to be for YA fiction. And I had a thought, just like a single thought. It's going to be about this. This was the single thought, right? And I've been spinning that in my brain for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's going to be this. What is it going to be about? Who's going to be in the story? Like, what is this story? Was coming up with nothing. And then all of a sudden one day I was sitting there and it was like a light bulb, a literal light bulb went off in my brain. And I had so much of the information that I had been trying to figure out over the past couple weeks. So now that I have all these plot points and characters and all these things sorted out in my brain, I want to start writing. Or like outlining for starters, but I want to dive into this project. So now I'm debating if I want to switch up all my plans. The reason I had planned to do the proposal first was because the next the summer essentially is gonna be really choppy. We've got Jesse and I are going on our 12-year anniversary trip, which was supposed to be a 10-year anniversary trip, and we're gone for 6 days. That's next week. And then in July we have a week of family camp where we'll all be gone, and then the 2 older boys are staying for an extra week. So I need to do a bunch of fun stuff with our youngest because he'll be here by himself with no playmates. And then I think at the beginning of August, we're probably going to visit friends for a week across the province. So it's all gonna be so choppy, and with like cleaning and packing and unpacking and cleaning and packing and unpacking, there wasn't gonna be any consistent workflow. And I write my books best when I just sit down every single day for a little bit of time and crank them out. I've written 2 books during NaNoWriMo. I think that just works best for me, and it keeps me motivated, and it's a nice short end goal, right? So I didn't want to start working on my next YA when I know that all this time is going to be chopped up, but that's really what I want to work on. So my plan today was to have a new plan before I started talking to you guys, and I have not come up with that new plan yet. I went and got my hair done, and I called someone to schedule getting the pool filled, and I had lunch, and I've done all these things that are not making the new plan. So I originally thought I was coming on here to tell you the new plan, but it seems like I'm just coming on here to give you an update. So that's the update, I guess. Maybe I'll come back with the plan. I was planning to edit this right now, but maybe I will just bring in the content to the computer and import, that's the word I was looking for, import the content that I have so far, and maybe I will add the actual plan at the end. Oh, hey friends, I'm back. It is the next day, Wednesday, May 25th, and I still don't have a plan. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm having a hard time getting motivated to do work because we've got this vacation coming up in just over a week. I'm just not in the headspace for work. So I think the update on the plan is that nothing from the plan is gonna happen until we get back from vacation. And I don't love that, but I think that's just the way it's gonna be. And hopefully by the time I get back, I will know what I wanna work on, in what order, and I can get moving on that. So for now, I'm just doing bits and pieces of things here and there. There was some new writing software that I wanted to try, so I think I'll download that, test that out a little bit, and a few other little things. I need to edit this video. I need to work on our packing list. I need to make a plan for the weekend because Jesse and I actually have a day without the kids on the weekend. So we need to do a lot of things when they're not here. They're really good. They're really independent. But Sawyer, our youngest, is 4. He'll be 5 in August. And he's just in a phase where he wants to be with me all the time. So he'll go off and play for 5 minutes, and then he'll pop back into my room, and then I'll kick him out, and he'll go back and play for 5 minutes, and then he'll pop back into my room. So it is impossible to get anything done without chitter chatter in our ears or little people wanting to help or ask questions or whatever. So one of the things I think we're gonna do this weekend is we need to grab a couple of shrubs and get those planted, and pick up our strawberry starts because we need to get those in ASAP. We'll wait till the kids come home to plant the strawberries, but if Jesse and I can get the bushes or shrubs in, that would be much easier on our own. And then hopefully clean out the car and get some packing done and that sort of stuff. So I'm rambling again. Basically all this is to say that this is the end of the clip. I still don't really have an answer. I think I'm just pushing it all off until we get home from vacation. And that's just how it's gonna go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, whatever this is. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.